I'm gonna start by saying thank you all so much for the support on the last few Skylanders videos. Um, I had no idea how this series was gonna go on the channel, like starting a new thing, because this is kind of like the third time I've done something like this. Like originally the channel was sports cards. Before that, it was actually supposed to be a fishing channel. Then it became sports cards. Then I did Funko Pops, and I'm still doing Funko Pop stuff. So don't worry if you're mainly watching for Funko Pops. But uh, I want to thank you all so much for how well the Skylanders videos did because I had no idea. I had no idea if those would get like 0 views or if they would actually do better as far as some of my videos, but they actually had a decent amount of views and had like some almost like record likes for my channel. So thank you all so much. And obviously, if you want to keep seeing Skylanders stuff, I'm not telling you you have to like or anything, but if you want to see more Skylanders stuff, the likes and views make me see that more people want to see it. So thank you all so much for that. And this is the collection video, which you can obviously tell by the title. Um, and over 90% of this collection is, I believe, Spyro's Adventure stuff. So, because I've just got the full collection of that, but then after that, and I'll kind of get into it on each of the stuff. And then, other than the figures, I've got like some carrying cases, uh, 3 different portals, and 3 different games. So I've got the Trap Team game, which obviously with the Trap Team portal, Swap Force. I don't have Swap Force yet, but I do have it ordered. Oh, and that's kind of one of the reasons why I'm making this video right now. My voice might not sound great since I am feeling a little sick, but hopefully it's not a certain virus. But um, I wanted to get this video out now. I would have waited till my voice sounded better, but I wanted to make this video before I got Swap Force because this is pretty much my collection since when Skylanders was actually in stores. Because I collected Skylanders from Spyro's Adventure up until Giants, and then I kind of quit after Giants because I beat the game pretty fast and didn't really have. I only ended up getting like 1 extra Skylander, which you'll see. Then I like took a break from it and didn't play Swap Force. I got into some other stuff like Pokemon, Monsuno, that kind of things, and then I got back into it during Trap Team. Beat Trap Team actually pretty fast, and I only got like 1 extra figure for it, and that's pretty much why those are the only why I don't have as many figures for those. But now that I'm getting back into it, I did order Swap Force, so this is my whole collection before my like true second thing of Skylanders. Like since Skylanders has quit making figures, hopefully it does return though. But for now, the stock. So these are all ones I got when I was younger. So first we're gonna get into the elements. So I've got all the commons of the undead element, and I might forget a name or two, but we've got Chop Chop, Cinder, Hex, I think Ghost Rider or something, or Ghost Ranger. I can't think of his name. But he came with the Dark Light Crypt there in the back and the 2 items. I don't really use those items that much. I kind of use that chest one there at the end because all the Spyro's Adventure ones are up to level 10 because what I did, as I've been replaying the games and trying to get to 100%, and if you don't know, to get to 100%, you have to do like all the little side quests. So I was playing as all my characters that weren't up to level 10 and weren't maxed out weapon or upgrades, not weapons, but upgrades. So all the Spyro's Adventure ones are level 10, and I've been working my way through Giants doing that as well, but they're not all up to level 15 yet. But yeah, so we had the undead element, and then we've got the water element, Whamshell, who was my last Skylander, then the Spyro's Adventure, and then Zap, then Gilgrunt, then Slam Bam, and then Slam Bam's Ice Thing. All these ones that have the thing, I put the Skylander that actually went with that set in front of them. And then I've got Bash, and I believe Bash was my first Skylander. I think I mentioned this in everything. But either Bash or the starter pack, and then I got Bash really fast after. I'm pretty sure Bash was my first Skylander, though. And then we've got Dino Ray. I can't think of his name. Wow. Well, I can't think of his name, but I've got him. It'll probably pop back in my head, and I feel really stupid for forgetting his name. Then I've got Terrafin, and his like pirate ship thing. Then I've got Igniter, Flameslinger, Eruptor. Wow, now I'm forgetting multiple. Sunburn. And Sunburn came with the Dragon's Peak. Then we've got the Tech Element with Drobot, Trigger Happy, Boomer, and Drill Sergeant. And then we got Spyro, obviously. I think Wrecking Ball. And then these two, I used to get their names mixed up all the time, Voodoo and Double Trouble. I think Voodoo is the one up front. And then we've got the Life Element with, can't think of his name either. Then Camo, Stealth Elf, and Zook. Wow, I'm forgetting a lot of these names. Lightning Rod. Wow, I'm Whirlwind, Sonic Boom. I can't remember his name either, so I forgot about one name of each of the elements. I was planning on showing off the cards with these, but I kind of forgot where I put them. Or actually, I know where they are, but I just forgot to get them for this video. But I put the cards for all the figures except this one, the Chase version of Drill Sergeant. And I think the only reason why I don't have it is because it's the exact same card as the regular Drill Sergeant, because unlike these ones, the legendary ones, Legendary Bash, Legendary Chop Chop, and Legendary Spyro, he appears the same in-game as this Drill Sergeant, while the legendary ones actually do appear in the black and gold. So that's why I don't really care as much about the chases. I know they're worth more money. And then I've got, these two are actually the ones from Spyro's Adventure, not the ones from... I think Trap Teams, where they re-released these, and the Mini Giants ones. These ones were from the Fritos Lace thing. So I'm really glad I was able to get these two, because they are kind of random things. Then I got this little thing that came with my... I never really knew what it was, but I'm pretty sure it's like a thing that unlocks an extra battle thing that came with only certain starter packs, I believe, from Best Buy. So I guess that's where my starter pack came from. But yeah, so that is my complete Spyro's Adventure Spyro's Adventure set. The only things I'm lacking, which aren't super necessary, but I'll probably end up getting them, are the Legendary Trigger Happy, because these three were in a Legendary 3-pack, and Trigger Happy was like his own solo thing. And then the Dark Spyro, which was available in the 3DS pack, but I didn't get the 3DS pack. So, some of these figures I did get as singles, some of them I got in the 3-packs, and then obviously like those ones I got in those packs. And these I all did get during the big Skylanders hype first wave. So I was like a Gen 1er, I guess you could say, since I've played since the very beginning of Skylanders. And I'm not going to go over, I might have a video later on ranking each of the ones, but I will talk about my favorite of each of the elements that I have. Cinder's probably my favorite of the undead. For the water element, Zap is probably my favorite. The earth element is one of my favorites. And I might forget one of these names, like I might say metal or something instead of tech, but if I do mispronounce one, I just accidentally forgot. Bash is my favorite, even though I really do like Dino Ray and Terrafin. This one's really tough. I like a couple of the fire element ones. Sunburn, like, looks-wise might be my favorite, but Flameslinger might be my favorite to play as. Drobot is definitely my favorite of the tech element pretty easily. Spyro is probably my favorite of the magic element, even though I do really like Wrecking Ball. Camo or Stealth Elf. Camo, I definitely like the look of better, but since like I've gotten into like Naruto and stuff, and ninjas just seem even cooler to me now. And Stealth Elf is so fun to play as. She's super fast, and especially if you want a certain upgrade, the attack one instead of like her trap one, I definitely recommend going the attack one if you haven't picked a path for her yet. She's already strong as it is, but she just becomes a crazy powerful Skylander. But she's the best one to speed run levels. Like if you have to beat a level fast, and you've got the attack maxed out Stealth Elf, it's ridiculous. So I love the look of Camo though. And Camo's not like bad to play as, but Stealth Elf is just as far as all the Skylanders, at least in Spyro's Adventure, just as playing wise, she might be the most fun to play as for me. The wind element, I can't think of what it's called. I think it's wind. But of these, my favorite's probably Whirlwind. But I do like most of these Skylanders except Lightning Rod, just because I feel like he's kind of a boring design. I do like how the actual base is part of his character, but the other three, I guess where I like animals more than like the humanoid type ones, I like them better. And that's one thing you'll kind of notice. Most of my characters are like the dragon looking ones, because I like in Pokemon, I really like the dragon Pokemon, and I like dinosaurs, so dragons and dinosaurs kind of similar looking, so it makes sense. And then we got giants. This is all I have for giants, and you're going to see why I was able to spend so much time on Spyro's Adventure, because the next few things aren't going to take as long. So giants, I've got Tree Rex is my only giant, so he's been pretty essential in the whole replaying through Skylanders Giants. Then I've got Cinder Series 2. And one awesome thing with the Series 2 figures, I know they are pretty much the exact same figure, but I was able to go to a different path with Cinder. And I do like both paths actually for Cinder, so that's great for her. Because like some of the characters, like I feel like have a way superior path. Most, I think you can go either way and you're fine. Like Whirlwind, I think, has a pretty good path for either way, but like Cinder has a really good one for either way as well. Specifically, Cinder has a great one, I think, for either way. Like you can't go wrong. But then some of the characters, I think there's a clear-cut better path. So the ones that have two tough paths, it makes it really fun because you can just pick the other one if you get the Series 2 variant. And then we've got, can't think of his name, the eagle-looking guy with the gun. And then we've got, wow, I'm just whiffing on a lot of these names. I can't remember her name either. Prison Break's him. Yeah, okay. But, what is her name? I can't think of her name, but she's one of my favorites. She was the only extra character in the series that I only got one extra character. You can obviously tell that's a character I liked a lot if they were the only one that I chose to get, because these ones were all in the starter pack, so you didn't really have a choice. I can't think of her name. Is it Diamond? I think it's Diamond Wing or Prison Wing. I think it's Diamond Wing. And then for Trap Team, one singular figure, and I can't think of his name either, but he is the Christmas type variation. I think exclusive to Toys R Us. And the only reason I got him because I was going to play with him in Trap Team, but I ended up beating Trap Team, and since you already get a life element, I think he's still all the way at level 1. So I think he's like Jolly or something, whatever version he is. Jolly Honey something, I think. I can't think of his name. Sorry for the people if that's your favorite character and I whiff on their name. Because I do like a lot of these characters, especially in the Spyro's Adventure one, but I did forget some of the names, unfortunately. And then for Trap Team, I just have the 2 that came in the starter pack, and then the 2 traps and Funny Bone. So overall, I really do like my collection. And since Spyro's Adventure, all these figures can be played in every game. That is a big benefit to having mainly those figures. But I do think I should be getting some more Trap Team figures and definitely some more Swap Force figures. And that's one of the reasons specifically I made this video the day I made it. Because Swap Force, I think I'm actually supposed to be getting it 2 days. So I'll probably have an unboxing video on that. And I mean, if you already have Swap Force, you don't have to watch that because I mean, it's going to be the same thing if you opened it. But if you're like me, and haven't opened, don't even remember opening your Skylanders boxes, or like your parents opened it for you on like Christmas like me, then I mean, I guess we'll get to see what the openings look like. But thank you all so much for watching, and the Tower Lock should actually have the first gameplay episode this week. That or the unboxing are going to be the next Skylanders videos, and I think off this video, I think I am going to do a ranking of the Spyro's Adventure characters, because I would like to do it off like Giants or something, but I just don't have all the characters, so I don't want to say like something, especially not after playing through. Because like, once you play the game, like Stealth Elf, I mean, has a cool design, but after you play her, you would see like why people are so crazy about her. So that's why I wouldn't feel right just saying the characters aesthetically instead of like actual gameplay wise. But thank you all so much for watching. And stay tuned for that Skylanders Tower Lock, because I am super excited to upload that video.